Hello and welcome to My Google Business Hat. As an entrepreneur, you have many hats to wear, and the My Hat series gives you tips and strategies for the many tasks you must master as a business owner. So grab a coffee and let's get started. Today we welcome Serena Neumerschitsky. Serena is the owner and principal consultant of C45 Compliance Consult and Creative, a Canadian digital marketing and management firm that coaches small business, not-for-profits, government projects, and educational institutes through navigating, optimizing, and streamlining business identities in the digital economy. As a lover of all things design and mentoring, Serena has a degree in fashion, design, and technology from the Wilson School of Design and has shared that knowledge with building and teaching design and technology programs at the Wilson School of Design, LaSalle College, Vancouver, Okanagan College, and North Island College. Before devoting herself to education and entrepreneurism full-time, Serena spent a decade in apparel, working with brands such as MEC, Cannondale, Segoy, Sport Tech, Atmosphere, Canadian Tire, Marks, Diadora, McKinley, Firefly, Huntsfield, Woods, Outbound, Bootlegger, David Suzuki, Vancouver Canucks, and so many more. So welcome, Serena.
Hey, Elizabeth, thank you so much for having me. I'm so happy to be here.
Excellent. Okay, we're going to jump right in. And today we're talking about Google Business. So this topic has been fueled by great frustration for me.
Fair enough. Yeah, I hear that a lot.
Yeah. And I want to be super clear here. It's not because of Google Business itself. Google Business is an amazing free tool for business owners.
Yeah, emphasis on free, right? I always like to call it frugal Google.
Oh, I love that. Frugal Google. Oh, I'm going to totally steal that. So a quick backstory. I met with a client a bit ago and who received a phone call saying that it was time to renew his Google Business account for $100. And he had been paying this fee for a few years. And now they wanted $100 plus a monthly fee, or they would list his business as temporarily closed until he had paid up. Well, that was it for me. So I called our very own expert, Serena, on all things Google. Thank you so much for joining us to clear the air about Google Business accounts.
Yeah, those scammers are relentless. And not a lot of people know about concepts like trust anchors. So things that you can do to make sure, hey, is this person legitimate? Is this even someone I should be working with? At the college and university, we often go over flags. We do a lot of IT courses to make sure, hey, what does that look like? Are you being scammed? What does the scam look like? Lots of flagging in emails. So one of the first things you're going to want to do is look at the communication email address of the person who's chatting with you, just right off the get-go. If somebody's sending you an email and their email address is off, isn't connected to Google, has a lot of numbers in it, that's going to be your very first red flag off the bat, right? But when it comes into creating your Google Business account, this is where I'm going to emphasize, hey, do this yourself. I'm really all for learning it, going through the processes yourself. If you've checked out my series, I'm really about putting the power in your hands and teaching you how to do it yourself. That's a big thing for me, is so that you can move forward. So with Google Business, it's generally a pretty simple process, and we'll talk about that a little more. But there's all kinds of free things that you get out of it. So you're getting your search engine optimization. I do a course on that if you want to know more about that too. And you're really delving into how you're coming up on the internet. People can find you on the internet. People can find you on Google Maps. You can customize the directions of how people get to you. You can interact with reviews. You can see your reviews. You can share your Google listing so that people can put reviews there for you. All of this increases your traction on the internet, right? All of this is what ultimately is what makes you get found. So when a client says to me, hey, I want to generate some customers, I'm looking for some sales leads, the first thing I'll say is, do you have a Google Business account? I mean, ideally you have a website that your Google Business account points them to, but do you have a Google Business account? Because if they don't, then right off the bat, I know, hey, like people aren't organically finding you on Google. If you only exist on Facebook, doesn't mean a tourist is going to be able to find you. So once we iron out that, I find people are receiving calls right away because ultimately people are just searching for things on the internet. So what we want to do is we want to jump in there. We want to figure out how to do this ourselves so that we can really increase our sales leads and our traction with something that honestly, if you're working Facebook, you can work this.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. So there is a process to set up a free Google account. And I want to say that again, free Google business account. Can you share that process so our listeners or watchers will know what to expect when they're creating a real honest to goodness Google business account?
Absolutely. So what you're going to want to do is literally Google business. That'll be the easiest way to come across it because the link is actually google.com/intl/en_ca/business/ right.
Right.
So the easiest way is going to be, and we can just take that link. Elizabeth will hook you up with that link. Don't you worry. You can email me, Serena at c45.ca. I will give you that link. Don't even worry about it. And you're going to go in there and you're going to do it yourself for free. And it's you just essentially go to that link, you press manage now, and you start getting into it. And it's going to ask you a bunch of different questions or starting an account and what that looks like. You're going to put in your business name. If your business already exists, you're going to claim it. Hopefully you're the only one who's claimed it. That can be where the scammers come in sometimes, is unclaimed businesses. If you're like, why is my business there? I never set it up. Well, that's sort of the thing about the internet and artificial intelligence and the crawl of the internet, another thing we talk about in the series, where if people have left reviews or checked into your place, they've sort of created an identity for you. So what you're doing is you're hopping in there and you're going, yeah, that's my identity. Or maybe there's no trace of you that exists. Either one. There's no right answer here. This is just the different avenues that you go down. If no trace of you exists, you go ahead, you create that identity and you fill in information like your hours, how they can contact you, where you are, put in some photos. You can get Google to come and do a whole 360 view and check out your location. So you click on there and you start your account. You either go, am I a physical brick and mortar? Or am I solely online and what's the area I service and what do my services look like? Then you fill out all your information just like you would in your Facebook profile. And then what's going to happen at the end of that is Google's going to find a way that they're going to reach out to you to confirm that you are a legitimate business. Sometimes it'll be through your email address. Sometimes it'll be your phone number, or sometimes it'll be a postcard in the mail. I've had people put in their website and then Google wants to send them an email to their info at whatever their website is. And they go, I don't even have that though, Serena. Like, how do I do that? It's because usually you haven't put in a phone number. So it's going, well, no, this is it. So one of the workarounds for that is put in your phone number and it'll confirm through there. That's how it's wanting to do it. But a lot of times too, it's going to send you a code in the actual mail if you're a brick and mortar so that you're proving that you're a real place. P.O. Box won't really do. And that's really how you go about it. It truly is as simple as running a Facebook page. Definitely something myself or Elizabeth can coach you through all day long. But most importantly about this is taking the power of this is really giving you the power of your search engine optimization, how you're coming up on the internet. But honestly, ideally, your Google business page does point to a legitimate website. And if you're a Canadian business, hopefully it has a .ca domain.
Excellent. Perfect.
Cool.
And it may take a few weeks for that card to arrive in the post mail, but
I've
it
had
really
people have
is
to
very
reorder it. Yeah,
Yeah.
sometimes I've had to reorder it, and there have been complications. But if you stay on it, I've had people change how the mail was delivered to their area because they kept having issues in their area. And once they communicated with Google, everything got rectified too. So it can be really interesting because you could actually be coming up somewhere else on Google altogether, and this could be your opportunity to take care of that as well.
Excellent. Yeah. And it will be well worth it for sure. So if you would like to work with Serena one-on-one, be sure to check out the coaches and consultant page on Taking Care of Business website. You could have up to 10 hours with a consultant, 10 hours
There's
of
lots of great
consulting
people.
time. What's that? Sorry?
Lots of great people. We're really fortunate.
Really, you're right. There's an amazing list of coaches and consultants on there, but as an approved DRIA business, you will be able to access up to 10 hours of consulting for free, legitimately for free, like it's real. And we can actually help you walk through that process as well.
Just like the awesome workshops.
Yes. And Serena does teach workshops through Taking Care of Business as well. And they will be starting up again in the fall. Is that correct?
September, yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Should be good to go.
Yeah, that's fantastic. And then you're also, and we're going to throw in an extra little tidbit here, because I believe you're also part of another training grant.
That's right. Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for bringing that up. The North Island College just got approved. We've written some micro credentials. We've got a textbook with it. And everybody in BC, you just have to be a BC resident who lives in BC and over 18, and you're approved for the Skills Grant Canada. And anybody can take this course online for free. And it's a 4-part micro credential series that really goes through all this digital marketing stuff from start to finish. So not only will you get a digital badge on your LinkedIn, not only will you be taking official micro credentials, but the entire thing is free to you and online. It's pretty exciting.
Perfect. Legitimately free.
Legitimate, like more free education. Yay. Right.
That's excellent.
Mentoring.
So
fabulous.
sorry, go ahead.
No, just mentoring's fabulous.
Oh, yes.
We're very fortunate to be able to give out these resources and connect people with these resources, and help them have access to these things. People are always amazed that there's this much out there.
I agree. That's wonderful. We're super excited. So there is a link here that you'll be able to check out, download the infographic, and it will have the list of grants that Serena and I have talked about today, and it'll have how to connect with either Serena and I to get some help with your Google business account. And otherwise, thanks so much, Serena. I really appreciate you joining us today.
Elizabeth, it's been a lot of fun. I can't wait to connect again soon.
Excellent. Okay, take care, everybody. Thanks for
Bye,
joining
everyone.
in.